Hello and welcome to another update from the Commonwealth Games. So over the past couple of days, I've been to a variety of different places, different venues, fan sites. So on Tuesday, I headed to the athletics in the morning. It was really, really good to see the upgrades at Alexander Stadium and actually to visit some small businesses located in the Perry Bar area before and after I went to some of those athletic events. The atmosphere was great in Alexander Stadium. Really, really good events. I got to see um, some of the heats, the 100 meters and 800 meters as well as that collected a few more fans' perspectives of attending events and their experiences to date. In the afternoon time, I went back into the city centre and went to the Smithfield festival sites. And that's where the basketball and the beach volleyball is taking place. And there was a really, really good atmosphere with inside that festival site. There was lots of slightly different features that were there that weren't present across other sites. A bit more things for people to do for children and families. Some entertainment on stage, and that's probably changed over the past couple of days. There's starting to be more entertainment across other festival sites as well. So that was really, really good to see. As well as that, I went back and spoke to some of the local businesses that were right nearby that festival site. Again, to look to understand what they're doing around promoting their business, particularly in relation to the proximity of their business to the festival site, as well as that to talk about some of the ongoing concerns and issues they've had pre-games in the run-up to the games and what's happened since. So that was really, really interesting to go and speak to those businesses. Early on today, on Wednesday, I went to speak to some businesses that were more local to where I'm staying. So I'm staying back home with my family, and we're a couple of miles from Wolverhampton. And the cycling time trial is coming through Wolverhampton and some of the surrounding areas tomorrow. So it's again really, really good to speak to businesses that have potentially either been forced to close as a result of the time trial coming through, how they've adapted to some of the changes, and just really to understand more about their perspectives from in terms of uh, communication between them, the local authorities, the councils, and the organising committee. But to get a feel from their customers and from locals living there, what they think in terms of having the time trial coming to Wolverhampton. So the areas I visited were quite rural. So I'm staying back home with my family, and I'm staying in. It's arguably the largest village in England, so quite a big village of around 25,000 people that live here, and they've never really had an event of this scale come through here and surrounding villages and towns as well. So I will tomorrow be heading to the time trial in Wolverhampton, um, again visiting, getting perspectives on routes, and following up with a few business inquiries again tomorrow. Later on in the day, I went back into Birmingham to go and um, capture some more fans' perspectives again, particularly how things have changed. So I would say Birmingham has been noticeably bigger, noticeably busier today. Lots of people, a hive of activity. The weather was fantastic today, so people are out, and I think it's really got that feel good factor there. As lots of people visiting to see the bull in Centenary Square, as well as like going to visit the megastore and other festival sites as well. So yeah, it was really, really busy in the centre of Birmingham today. And I hope it remains this busy for the remainder of the games. So like I said, tomorrow I'm heading to the time trial in Wolverhampton. There's a number of festival sites that I could potentially stay at. I'm going to head to the city centre first of all to go to Market Square, um, to sort of watch the start and the finish of the time trial. There's some other festival sites um, that I know that I potentially might visit. The difficulty I'm going to have is getting access to those places, because a lot of the roads are either closed, or you have to go an alternative route round. So I might, I'll probably stay in towards the start and finish in the centre of Wolverhampton. I may start moving further out towards um, other parts of where the race is going to come through. But I think I'll probably be on foot, so I won't go too far. But again, it was really really good. When I went to the triathlon on Friday to go to different points where we might see the cyclists come through, and it's going on from 10 till 4 p.m. So there'll be hopefully lots to do for people visiting inside those festival sites. And again, it'd be, yeah, very interesting to get the perspectives of not only local residents but also fans that have come to visit for the day as well. So I won't be going to the official festival site, which is in West Park, as that's paid entry, and I didn't manage to get a ticket. So I'll probably be based in and around the Market Square, doing bits and pieces. And then, yeah, later on in the day, I'll be carrying on my research with some of the more businesses that may have been impacted by the time trial coming through Wolverhampton. Um, and that's really about it for tomorrow's plans. And for the remainder of the week, I'll be heading to a couple of events in Birmingham and across the West Midlands, visiting other festival sites, going back to some other places, and other businesses that I would agree that I would go back to. Yeah, so yeah, again, it's been a really really good day. I've enjoyed my experience today again in and around the festival sites, as well as going to sporting events at the athletics, and yeah, I'll be going to a few other events towards the end of this week. So hopefully you have an update for me on Friday morning at some point. So look forward to speaking then.